735. Can that please be moved? And we think it's a silver Bentley KWH 792. Can we please have those moved urgently? Thank you. As we come back through, it is the 10 of Madeline Smith out there in front. And it then looks like we now have the 5 of Mason Thomas out there in front. Ella Paul in the 19, I think that is in second place. In third place we have the 55 of Landon Thomas. So come back through. In first place is still the 5 bike of Mason Thomas out there in front. Ella Paul coming around the outside, getting that little bit more experience. She's had those few more meetings. As Mason sees her and goes, "There's no way you're coming past me," because a little bit down the straight, so they get round the turn. Coming back through, side by side. Here they come back through. It is still Mason Thomas leading the second lap. Ella Paul on the second, has a look. Running 2 totally different lines. In third place we have the 55 of Landon Thomas. In fourth place the 10 of Madeline Smith. As Ella Paul gets a bit of an advantage out there. I see Mason having a look over, not really wanting to let her go by, but it looks like he's had to do as the white flag's going to come out for Ella Paul. In second place is the 5 of Mason Thomas, the 55 of Landon Thomas. Now having a look, saying, look brother, I'm going to get you. So he goes to chase him down. Which brother is going to hold out there in second place? But well out in front for the first one for the Division 2 of the Pee-wees is the 19 bike of Ella Paul. In second place is the 5 of Mason Thomas. In third place is the 55 of Landon Thomas. And in fourth place will be the 10A of Madeline Smith in a time of 1 minute 35 flat. Just fantastic to see another 3 Pee-wees turn up here. These guys are the future of our sport when you look back. Okay, it looks like it's a great shows we're just having a discussion about the Thomas family. They're up here, they're a great family. It's just showed that it looks like they've loaned the 55 bike to Daniel G after some issues up there. So it's basically great bit of sportsmanship there, just giving him another bike to be able to get out there. So on an unfamiliar bike. So the 66 bike of Josh Parks out in front from the 9 of Daniel G in second. Daniel on a completely unfamiliar bike, never been on it before. So he comes back around. 66 of Josh Parks maintaining that lead from the 9 of Daniel G. Hopefully they can get Daniel's bike sorted for the second round. But as I said, great sportsmanship by the Thomas family. Just been able to get him out there and allow Daniel to have a run and see if he can chase down Josh. So as they come back through, Josh Parks doing a great job out in front. Daniel G starting to pull him in a little bit. Maybe leaving it too late as the white flag comes out. So it's a 66 of Josh Parks leading the round. The 9 of Daniel G getting it together now, starting to get the hang of that bike for the first time out on it. The gap hasn't changed much, so it would have been great to see them get the start. As the 66 of Josh Parks takes the one in Division 1, followed by the 9 of Daniel G in a time of 1:13.03. Right, as we're getting ready for the start, and the takes go up, even across the line, all 3 bikes. There's the 19, Damien Dalziel gets in there, Katie Reid gets into second place. As we have Caleb Joyce sitting there in third. So you're looking now, Damien Dalziel out in front, Katie Reid running 2 completely different lines, but who's going to be able to make it count? Katie Reid has a look up the inside, it's not going to be enough. Damien Dalziel just a little bit smoother around the outside, just managed to get the power down earlier. They come back in there, it is the 19 of Damien Dalziel, followed by the 8 of Katie Reid and the 7 of Caleb Joyce. Caleb having stepped up from Pee-wees last year. He's obviously getting the hang of these bikes, so that's great. Damien Dalziel trying to run the outside line there a little bit, allowing Katie Reid just to close up a bit. Katie has a look there, can't quite make it work. As they come back round to receive the checkered flag, the first heat for the 25 is going to the 19 of Damien Dalziel, followed by the 20 of Katie Reid and the 7 of Caleb Joyce in a time of 59 flat. As Caleb Joyce crosses the line in third place. To me, like we are missing a break. So Tyrone's missing off gate 1 as Daniel Brett gets the start. Cody Chapman gets it underneath, gets it in there. Oh, Daniel Brett getting a little bit untidy there. Almost came around and managed to collect the bike, managed to get the bike back under control. Cody Chapman out in front, Daniel Brett in second place here, just not quite able to break their bike loose enough to get it around the turn. A lot better that time, looked really nice that time. Hopefully he can sort of get the hang of this. Comes back and he's starting to tidy up as the race goes on. Looking really good there in third place is the 16 of Aidan Manson. They come back around now, it is the 13 of Cody Chapman takes the win from the 18 of Daniel Brett and the 16 of Aidan Manson in a time of 52.25. I hope you continue to run with the national events this year.
Yeah, well, we've had the last 2 championships, we've had podiums, so to get a podium at the NZs will be a good one. Hopefully one NZ.
Yeah, hopefully we see a different number would be great, so we'll look for the one as well. Good luck. Alright, as we come back out now here for the Pee-wees. So it looks like looks like we've had a little bit of an issue with the tape, so we'll go again on this. Give me a chance. Looks like they've repaired a slight issue with the tapes. As I said earlier, it's great to see the increase in numbers here. As we look back around, yeah, this looks to me like one of the Thomas boys out in front. I just need to learn which one's which, with Ella Paul in there in second. So they come back through another Thomas boy in third and Madeline Smith in fourth. They come back around the outside, Ella Paul looking around the outside. They come back around there, the lead is being held by Mason Thomas. Ella Paul's got around the outside. So Ella Paul has the lead, followed by Landon Thomas, followed by Mason Thomas and Madeline Smith in fourth. They come back around now, a little bit of an issue for Ella Paul. It looks like the bike stopped, so it is the 50 prize of Landon Thomas out in front from the 5 of Mason Thomas, followed by the 10 of Madeline Smith. A little bit of an issue with the 19 of Ella Paul, who worked away to the lead. Managed to get away through the white flag as they come back through. Now, is it going to be his first win on a Pee-wee for the 55 of Landon Thomas? Round of applause for his first ever win, the 55 of Landon Thomas. In second place, the 5 of Mason Thomas. In third place will be the 10 of Madeline Smith. And in fourth place will be the 19 of Ella Paul after a bike failure. Looks like they managed to get the bike back going again, so sounds like a pretty excited Thomas clan. Up over the other side there, Louis, if you can just give me the time.
I'm here of 1 minute 35.75.
I guess all you can do now is have the win and then give it out to somebody else. So as they come through here, Josh Parks gets away. He's got those starts nailed. Oh, as he gets really sideways, hooks up into that wet stuff coming through there. Daniel G sitting in behind as Daniel G comes down the back straight, pulling him in. 66 of Josh Parks comes around here. Two slightly different lines. So Josh Parks still out in front. Daniel G pulling in closer as he comes back through. Is he going to be able to make this pass? He works his way round. They come down the back straight for the second time. Getting closer. Is he going to be able to make it work? As Josh goes down and he can't quite get the bike off, so we may have to go red here. Just waiting to see, he's a little bit stuck. So they'll keep it going as he managed to get Josh off, who's doing a great job leading out in there. So as Daniel G comes round to get the white flag. One final time, Daniel G on the lone bike from the Thomas family will come out and hopefully take out this round of the Pee-wees. So he's come back around. A round of applause for the 9 bike of Daniel G in a time of 1:18.72. Damon Dalziel in the fit check, Rosebank West Engineering. As they get off, so they come back around there. Caleb Joyce got the start. Katie Reid getting around the outside. Damon Dalziel going to have some work to do if he wants to get this race underway as he gets himself up into second. But can Caleb Joyce get back underneath? No, he can't make it count. So Katie Reid out in front. Damon Dalziel goes around the outside. Great move out there. Put everything on the line there. It was looking a little bit squirrely coming through the turn, but managed to get it through. Comes back through now. It is the 19 of Damon Dalziel. Gets wide. Katie Reid going to have a look up the inside, but she's not close enough to do anything about it. Come back through now as Damien Dalziel collects the white flag, followed by Katie Reid and Caleb Joyce on the 7. They come back around one last time for the second round of the juniors for the day. It is the 19 of Damien Dalziel, followed by the 8 of Katie Reid and the 7 of Caleb Joyce in a time of 1:01.07. Sorry, it'd be the 18 of Daniel Brett and the 16 of Aidan Manson. So they come back through now, lining up, ready to go. Goes up as they get away. Daniel Brett gets away with that smaller wheel, does a good job. Cody Chapman having a look up the inside. Daniel Brett gets really sideways with that. Cody Chapman get up around the outside there. They come back through underneath side by side as they come through the turn there. They ride side by side, a great piece of riding. Cody Chapman goes down, he manages to keep the bike going. So Daniel Brett maintains that lead, followed by the 16 of Aidan Manson, who slowed down, but he probably shouldn't have done. He saw the fall and thought, oh, we're going to go red here. Cody's managed to get back up. So it is the 18 bike of Daniel Brett out in front as he comes around to receive the white flag. As he goes back around, Cody Chapman's got himself back up in the second. He's going to see what he can do. I think there's half a lap gap. I don't think he's going to quite be able to make that split. So he's the winner of the 18 of Daniel Brett, followed by the 13 of Cody Chapman and the 16 of Aidan Manson in a time of 54.44. So we've obviously come down to all 4 of the Pee-wees out at once. So it looks like we've had a couple of bikes break down, so that's, here they off they go. As we came back in, it is the 5 of Mason Thomas out in front. Followed by the 55 of Landon Thomas, followed by Alan Paul. Looks like that's on Josh Park's bike, so that's pretty awesome today. Bike's been loaned around to get everybody out racing. And then we have Madeline Smith there on the 10 bike. So it is the 5 of Mason Thomas. Some brotherly love going there. Who's going to get boasting rights at the table for the week? So come back through it is. Mason Thomas coming around now to complete the second lap. So come back around next, it is Landon Thomas in second, Ella Paul in third, and Madeline Smith in fourth. So, like I say, to see these two Thomas boys and Madeline Smith out there is fantastic, just additional people to help it, as Ella Paul has a look now. Is she up into second? We'll see when she crosses the line, as she's taking the long way round. Yeah, she's got up into second place. So we come back round now. Can Mason Thomas get around and hold on to the win, or can Ella Paul manage to take it on Josh Parks' bike? So Mason gives a bit of a squirt down the back straight. He's going to maintain that lead. Who's going to go as they go around the outside? One on the bottom, one on the top. Is it going to be Ella? Is it going to be Mason? As they come back down towards the start, the win goes to the 5 of Mason Thomas from the 19 of Ella Paul, the 55 of Landon Thomas, and the 10 of Madeline Smith in a time of 1 minute 32.47. Great little battle there, and as I said, it's great to see these bikes, someone else's bike, just being able to get them going for the day. It's fantastic. So get ready to go. Right, and off they go. Now it is the 66 of Josh Parks out in front. Daniel G sitting right in there behind. Daniel's having a look. Daniel's coming through. Sitting in there, Josh Parks gets a little bit of a wiggle on coming through turn 4. Daniel G pulling him behind, drops to the inside. He's going to be able to pull the bike round to get around, not quite. He's closed the gap right up as they come back round now. Daniel has a look as Josh Parks shuts the door as he goes into turn 3. They come back round now, it is Josh Parks. He's looking a little bit worried there. So you can obviously hear the other bike there and see it a little bit. So as they come back through, still Josh Parks leading. Daniel G getting there in second. Josh managed to get the throttle down just a little bit quicker coming down the back straight. Bought him a little wee bit of time. He goes back down now for the white flag. One more lap. Can he hold it out? Can Daniel G make the move that gets him into the front? Coming right back now. Who's going to get it down coming off the turn? They both get it down about the same time. Daniel G pulls right in. Can he make it? So they come back round now. It is the 66 of Josh Parks going to take the win from the 9 of Daniel G. A great little race there by those Pee-wees at a time of 1 minute 12.48. Damien Dalziel up to the line. We have Caleb Joyce in the 7 up the line. Caleb got a great gate in the last race. Got away. He's got that little wheel on there. So we'll see how we go. His gating's been superb. He gets away. They get away side by side. Damien Dalziel not giving an opportunity this time. So come back into there side by side there with Katie Reid and Caleb Joyce. They come back around, still Damien Dalziel out in front, followed by the 8 of Katie Reid, followed by the 7 of Caleb Joyce. The 19 of Damien Dalziel maintaining that lead. Come back through to halfway through the race, manages to keep it, followed by the 8 of Katie Reid and the 7 of Caleb Joyce. So head back round now for the white flag. Katie Reid pulls a whole lot of speed down that back straight to pull the bike up to get it into the turn. Coming around now to take the win is going to be, as he gets a bit untidy there, it's going to be the 19 of Damien Dalziel, followed by the 8 of Katie Reid and the 7 of Caleb Joyce in a time of 108.01. That is the 89 of Daniel Brett. Getting in there. Chapman just got around the outside there, just enough room for him to squeeze in as Daniel Brett goes down. He's going to be able to get the bike up in time and keep going. That's great. So Katie Chapman's pulling around now. Great bit of work by Daniel Brett there to get the bike up and not hold the race up. So that's 13 of Katie Chapman out in front, halfway through the race, followed by the 16 of Aidan Manson, the 18 of Daniel Brett. 13 of Katie Chapman now hunting down the 18 of Daniel Brett. See if we can put a lap down on him. May just run out of time here. Comes back round and through. It is Daniel Brett coming around. So it is the 30 to Cody Chapman, takes the win. As it goes to 16 of Aidan Manson, or the 18 of Daniel Brett. Daniel Brett takes him out the inside. And then as he comes back around now in second place, it's going to be the 18 of Daniel Brett with third place, the 16 of Aidan Manson in a time of 50.96. Ella Paul was kindly on the 66 bike from Josh Parks, so like I said earlier, it's pretty good. Everybody been out there. So we have the 5. Oh, there they go off the start. It is the 55 of Landon Thomas out in front. He's checking round. Lets his brother come through. Mason Thomas two out in front. Ella Paul sitting in third place and Madeline Smith in fourth. So Mason Thomas out there in front, followed by Landon Thomas. Ella Paul makes the move into second place. So come back through now. It is Mason Thomas still out in front. Can he hold on? Just did enough to hold on last time. As I come back through now, waiting to complete the second lap. So it is Mason Thomas out in front on that 5 bike for his first ever time out here on a peewee in a race, or in a race meeting. 19 Ella Paul coming around the outside now. Has she done enough? So Mason Thomas coming in now. Is Ella Paul getting up around the outside? Is it going to be enough of a wake up for Mason to come through? With the 1 lap to go as they come back through now. Ella on the top, Mason on the bottom. They come back through now as they get off the turn. Who's going to be able to get the throttle down first? So they go side by side. Ella gets out quite wide. Has Mason done enough? Is Ella going to be able to come around the outside as they come back around now? Mason on the inside, Ella on the top. Mason Thomas takes the win from the Ella Paul in second. Landon Thomas in third and Madeline Smith in fourth. In a time of 1 minute 28.28. So Josh Parks on the outside, Daniel G on the inside. Getting ready to go now. Ready and tapes are up. Josh Parks gets away, Daniel G not quite there. Comes back through, can he catch up? Caught last time but couldn't quite do enough. They look pretty good. Oh! As he high sides off that thing. So, and then as they come back through, great job by Josh over the far side there, seeing the flags, just slowing down. He looks, it's great to see the concern from Josh, to worry about his mate. Just trying to make sure that he's all right there. Right, so we'll see what we can do here. Right. So line up. So come back through as the 19 of Damien Dalziel. In second place is the 7 of Caleb Joyce. Caleb Joyce comes back through. Katie Reed, can she chase him down? She has a look around the outside, a lot of speed down the back straight into the turn. Can she bring the bike round into second place? She does that comfortably. The 19 of Damien Dalziel out in front, followed by the 20 of Katie Reed and the 7 of Caleb Joyce. They look back around halfway through the race. 19 of Damien Dalziel maintains that lead, followed by 20 of Katie Reed and the 7 of Caleb Joyce. Come back around now heading towards the checkered flag. Damien Dalziel, again this. One more corner to negotiate. After my kiss to death the other week, I'm not going to say anything until he crosses the line. This is the 19 of Damien Dalziel, the 8 of Katie Reid, and the 7 of Caleb Joyce. And a time of 59.59. Up here, it is Aidan Manson off gate 1, Katie Chapman off 2, Daniel Brett off 3. He gets lined up in position here. Right, get ready to go, and tapes go up. Daniel Brett gets away really well. Can he hold on there? Katie Chapman gets a little bit, Mike gets a little bit of grip. Comes back through. Daniel Brett holding on to that start. Comes back through. There's been a great improvement from earlier in the day. Daniel Brett was really struggling. Katie Chapman tries up the inside, collects the going. He comes back around now, has a look around the outside. Is it going to be enough? He's going to try and chop to the bottom. He can't quite do it. Daniel Brett's doing a great job up to 2 left. Katie Chapman just had to change his line there as he caught up to us going in 2, 2, 1. A little mistake with Daniel Brett was all it took for Katie Chapman to get back through underneath. They come back through now. It is the 13 of Katie Chapman, followed by the 18 of Daniel Brett, and the 16 of Aidan Manson. Come back through now. To take the win is the 13 of Katie Chapman, the 18 of Daniel Brett, and the 16 of Aidan Manson. A time of 52.66. Right, well done to Katie Chapman for taking out the 200s. Same time, looking keen as they look further back. Mason Thomas bouncing up and down there, looking really keen, ready to go. Waiting for the green. His tapes go up and off they go. Ella Paul gets away from the back really well. Mason Thomas just hesitated a little bit. I'm not sure if he could quite see everything. But out in front, Melvin Smith coming around out in front. We come back around now, just heads down the back straight. Great little job there by her. Followed second place by Landon Thomas, third place Ella Poole, fourth place Mason Thomas. As Madeline Smith leads her first lap in the Pee-wees, in the handicap race. Can they chase it down? It is the 55 of Landon Thomas sitting there in second, with the 19 of Ella Poole in third, and the 5 of Mason Thomas in fourth. As Madeline Smith comes round, she's going to have led 2 laps today once she gets round this turn. Doing a great job out there in this handicap. She's doing a great job here as she comes back round, having led a couple of laps. As Ella Poole comes round here, doesn't quite get to second. Landon Thomas still maintains second from the 19 of Ella Poole. So they come round back out. It's a great job there coming around now with still a lap and a half to go. Madeline Smith now being hunted down by the other 2 bikes. As she comes back round now, she gets to lead the 3 of the 4 laps. Can she hold on for one more? As she gets in and hunted down, a great move by Landon Thomas up the inside. Ella Poole round the outside. Who's going to do it? So they come back round. Ella Poole comes around the outside. Landon Thomas comes through underneath. So they come round the final turn. Who's going to get the power down coming off the turn better? It's going to be the 55 of... It's a 19 of Ella Poole takes the win just from the 55 of Landon Thomas, the 10 of Madeline Smith, and the 5 of Mason Thomas. A great little finish there in a time of 1 minute 39.62. Great little race there by those guys, fantastic. Round of applause for Ella Poole, winner of the handicap race. And again, a great act of sportsmanship by Josh Parks for loaning Ella his bike. for today. That's been fantastic to see that, and also for the Right, as the 9 of Daniel G gets away, 60 Josh Parks pulled right in behind straight away. They come back around now. Daniel G getting that thing up and moving, comes in, a little bit of a different bike to what he's used to, but as Josh Parks goes down, yeah, as we come back around now, as the red flags come out, right. We'll see what happens here with right, as we come back through, Daniel G gets away a little bit better this time. Josh Parks pulls him in. They've both had a fall in the last two races, so can they both manage to get through this? As we come back through, it is the 9 of Daniel G out in front on that Landon Thomas bike, followed by the 66 of Josh Parks in second. As we come back around now for after two. And then they come back around now, they're all ready to go. So halfway through. Daniel G holding on, can he do it? Josh Parks sitting in behind. They come back through, he's just pulled away a little bit. Daniel G's put a little bit of a gap out there. With the final lap to go, can he take out the handicap race? So as they come back around, doing a great job here. Half a lap to go as he comes back round, getting around for the final time. The winner of the handicap race for the Pee-wees is Daniel G, followed by Josh Parks in second. Right, round of applause for the 9 of Daniel G. Right, so the handicap race for the 125s. As the takes go up and away goes Caleb Joyce out in front, followed by Katie Reid in second, followed by Damien Dalziel in third. As Caleb Joyce out there in front, just get the bike set for the turn. Katie Reid's pulled him in probably half the distance already. They come back in, it is Katie Reid having a look around the outside. She's going to jump up the inside as they come through here. So the burst of speed there, can Damien do it now? Damien's got a lot of work to do to come from the back. So it's Katie Reid out in front. So look back around now, it's going to be Katie Reid out in front. Can she hold on with a lap to go? Damien Dalziel out in front. Caleb Joyce in second. Damien gets it a bit wrong there, gets right out in the weeds almost. They come back round, take the handicap race. It's going to be Katie Reid to take the win in the handicap race, followed by Caleb Joyce, followed by Damien Dalziel. .63. I think it's one way to get rid of the checkered flag. Right, as they come back through now, as unfortunately Katie's bike has stopped, she's going to have to push it up the chute. No, she's managed to get it going. So as we're getting ready to go off the start, looking good for a start, and tapes go up. So it looks like the chain might have come off. So we've got 4 or 5 laps. They get away. It's a great start by Aidan Benson. Katie Chapman's got some work to do. Can he do it within 4 laps? Sort of work out where he's at as he crosses the line. He's just under a quarter of a lap. So the 16 of Aidan Benson leads lap 1. Katie Chapman in second. Where are they going to be when Katie crosses the line? Not quite half a lap. Katie's got a lot of work to do in these 2 laps to come through. Can he manage it? As Aidan Benson next lap. They come back round now, heading through. Got a lap and a half to catch. The white flag comes out. He's over half a lap. So Aidan Manson leads, they're coming in. Can Cody pull in? Doing everything he can to get there. Aidan Manson comes round. He's going to take the winners. He comes around the final turn, getting out quite wide as Cody gave it everything, but everything was just a little bit too much. So a great bit of effort there by Cody to do everything he could to get it. He couldn't quite get it done. So 101.19.
Go boys! Go boys! Yeah!
Custom hoist hire. North Island Solo Champs. A huge thanks today to also to Chilex for sponsoring the Austin Sidecar Champs and AV Installations New Zealand for sponsoring the classic sidecars. Any artificial grass, anything like that on your deck, on anything, just give Andy a call. So a round of applause for Aidan Manson.